Okay, this is a continuation of the kitchen video. I have dealing now with the boiler. If it's displaying that fault condition on its display F and then 1 and F1, which stands for fault 1, and that's due to low pressure in the hot water circuit. Now, on the last segment of the tape, I talked about removing that cover. Well, the cover is removed now, and on the cover it are a couple of notices. One is confirming that the boiler has recently been checked by British Gas as being safe, and the other are these troubleshooting instructions dealing with the central heating. That's the hot water troubleshooting, and lower down it deals with wireless internet access troubleshooting. Anyhow, I'm going to follow out the instructions written there in heavy bold black ink on that troubleshooting instruction sheet. Well, swiveling round, here now is the boiler again. There is the display. It's actually displaying normal, but imagine it said F and then 1 and F and 1 repeatedly. We look underneath it, there's the make of it, Logic Cont B24. We look underneath it, and we have on the left hand side, I've illuminated it with a torch, we have a pressure gauge, and you see it's got a needle, and there's an inner and an outer scale. The outer scale indicates between 1 and 2 units of pressure. I'm not sure what units they stand for. Maybe it's bar atmospheric pressures. Anyhow, I think it is actually. So it's just about 1 1/3, just over 1 1/4, or getting on for 1 1/2 units. But let's call it bar, which means equivalent to atmospheric pressure. So that's the pressure of the water in the water system. Now, on the other side here, underneath, are 2 levers. They're both got black insulating tape on them, but beside them there are these 2 red ribbons. They're the levers which we now got to move, supposedly, if the pressure was not correct. As I said, the pressure is 1 1/2, nearly 1 1/2 bar. But if the pressure was below 1, then and the hot water was failing, you didn't have hot water in the taps or in the radiator, then you've got to move these 2 controls here. And what you've got to do is as follows. See if I hope you can see it. Let me try and get some better illumination. One moment. Is that it? Okay. Now, I'm going to, that you can move either one of these 2, can you see them? Yeah. You can move either one of those 2 black levers, besides these red ribbons, from the present downward positions, they're pointing down. You've got to move them to the horizontal position by pushing at the bottom of the lever until it slides up and up and up until it is horizontal now. The lever's horizontal. That's half the job. Now, you've then got to push the other lever. In this case, it's one on the left. You push that so it becomes horizontal. And as you do so, do it very slowly. You look at the pressure gauge. And I'm going to be pushing it very slowly, looking at the pressure gauge over here. And you'll see the pressure gauge starts to rise. Oopsie, it's going up, you see? I'll stop. Now, we don't want it to get too high. Normally, you'd only do this if the pressure was below 1. In fact, often you may actually find it 0. And you'd raise the pressure in the water system by pushing that second lever back to a horizontal position, very, very slowly. And as soon as you notice on the gauge, it's gone up above 1 1/4 or 1 1/2, now it's almost 2 actually, you then stop pushing it back and pull it down to the vertical position. And I did that actually, because I saw the pressure was going up so much. I pulled it down to the vertical position, it's going straight down. The other lever still happens to be up. Only when both levers are in the up position, in the horizontal position, that's cooling up, does the water, more water enter the loop. I'll bring back this this lever here now to the down position. They're both down. And when you do this corrective procedure, it doesn't matter which one you choose to push up to the horizontal position first. It doesn't matter. Only when both are up in the horizontal position, or as they approach it, do you get water flowing into the control, into the water loop, hot water loop. Okay, hopefully that's more or less understandable. Call me or Joel if you don't understand, and we'll talk you through it. They're quite stiff, I'm afraid. I tried to buy extension levers for them, but I couldn't find any on the market. Okay, that's the end of the videoing in the kitchen.